Well, that one felt pretty good, guys. It always feels good beating the Habs. I hate losing to the Habs, and, the Jets go out there and they win it in overtime. Kyle Connor scoring for the first time in 9 games, and it was a great time to break the streak, obviously, because we walk away with the win. Huge win against Montreal. That game looked far better than a lot of the games that the Jets have been playing lately. This was a game where the Jets, they probably could have beat Montreal by more. Samuel Mutombo, I believe the goaltender's name was for Montreal. He played very well. And, while the Jets did play great, there was some things that definitely could be cleaned up, again with zone exits and stuff like that. But overall, I thought it was a pretty solid game. I thought Pierre-Luc Dubois, Blake Wheeler had some of their better games of the year. I thought Josh Morrissey actually played his best game of the season, just breaking up massive 2-on-1s. I think there was 2 of them today. And honestly, just being glued to Cole Caulfield. He really didn't make an impact at all on this game, and I was really happy to see that because he's a guy that I've been really worried about beating the Jets because he's really good. He's a super young guy, really small guy, but he's just a total spark plug out there. So I was really happy to see that the Jets, game planned around him a little bit more and, didn't let him use his speed or anything like that and didn't let him get open. Yeah, so Dubois scored the first goal for the Jets on the power play, and then it was Blake Wheeler tying the game up at 2 later on in the second period, and of course the Kyle Connor game winner in overtime. So the Jets win 3-2 against Montreal. I was pretty happy with the game for the most part. I thought, obviously things can be cleaned up, but hopefully that'll happen going down the stretch. One thing, though, that I was a little bit concerned with coming into the game was that Morgan Barron had wrist surgery, and he's going to miss 4 to 5 weeks. So I was thinking, is Jansen Harkins going to get his chance in? And the answer was no, and I was a little bit surprised by that. But Dominic Toninato drew into the lineup. Sam Gagner actually started the game on the first line with Mark Scheifele and Kyle Connor. And then Mason Appleton rejoined Adam Lowry on the checking line with Saku Manalainen, who got the bump from the fourth line. And that was good to see. But one guy that really surprised me today was Axel Johnson-Jalby. He played his best game as a Jet. Since getting picked up off waivers right before the beginning of the season. I really enjoyed watching him today. He came in with speed. He almost scored the third goal in the third period that likely would have been the game winner. Yeah, but he came flying through there and he took the shot and it just went off the very top of the shaft of the stick, actually broke it off. And if it wasn't for that little piece of the stick, that was a game-winning goal right there, or, at least the lead right there. And I was really impressed with him today. He had a few really good scoring chances. I've been pleasantly surprised by him. I wasn't too blown away in the first couple of games, but, he's kind of carving himself out a little bit of a role there, and I really like how he played tonight. I thought the defense played pretty well tonight. However, that Dylan and Schmidt pairing gives me so much anxiety. I don't know why they have so much trouble getting out of their own end. It's just constantly those two they just can't do it. I don't know what's going on there. I hope, maybe they don't keep that for the long run because those guys are just pure chaos together. Schmidt just sits there and he kind of just takes his time and then fires it over to Dylan, and Dylan will bobble the puck and won't be able to get it out. Yeah, so that really stressed me out tonight a little bit. But, the Jets do win it. It didn't really affect the game too much today. Yeah, but overall, really happy with how the Jets played against Montreal today. There were points in the game where I thought they could have taken more control. However, I will take it. It's miles better than how the Vegas game was, how they played in Arizona even. So I'm really happy about that. This will be a really good stepping stone, I think. And obviously, Kyle Connor finally getting the monkey off of his back could be really big for Winnipeg. And I'm hoping that he can find his success from last season. Yeah, but the next matchup here is the Chicago Blackhawks on Saturday. The Jets will be wearing their new reverse retro jerseys, so I can't wait to see how those look in person with the full kit. Early on here in the season, the Jets are 6-3-1 to start off through their first 10 games, and I'm a little bit surprised by the record. I thought it would be, kind of more closer to around 500. Obviously, a lot of these games have been stolen by Connor Hellebuck, as I made a whole video on that, so I won't get into that. But nonetheless, they are 6-3-1. Right now, as I'm recording, Dallas is beating Arizona 5-0, so the Jets will fall to second in the Central. However, only 2 points out of first, not too bad. I don't think that they will be staying near the top of the Central for the long run. You know, as the Avalanche go on and get better throughout the year, I think they will, you know, obviously retake first in the Central. I think they're the first or the best team by far in this division. Dallas is playing really good too. I'm really impressed by them. Wyatt Johnson's been a really nice find for them. He's NHL ready. And of course, you know, Jason Roberts and Rupe Hintz, lots of talent over there in Dallas. But obviously, you know, this is a marathon of a season. There's still 72 Jet games to go. So we'll see what this team does. Maybe they fall off. Maybe they go on a run. We'll have to see. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. My voice is cutting out on me. I have a little bit of a cold right now. So sorry for a little bit of a shorter video, not as great quality as usual. But I'm going to leave it there. Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you thought about the Montreal game and how you feel about the Jets as a whole going forward into this season. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Have a great night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.